There was a young man who had everything. He lived in big houses, drove fancy cars, and had lots of money. His friends loved to party and spend his money with him. He enjoyed his rich life and never thought about anyone else, not even his own family. His mother would call, asking him to visit or help with her charities. His sister, struggling to pay for her kids' school, also asked for help. The young man always said no. They need to learn to help themselves, he would say, ignoring their needs. One day, a poor man asked the young man for help. The poor man needed a small loan to start a business. The young man looked at the poor man with disgust and said, "I don't have time for beggars," and walked away. Years went by, and the young man's reckless spending caught up with him. Bad investments and betrayals by his friends led to his financial ruin. His properties were taken away, and his bank accounts were empty. He went from being very rich to being homeless. One rainy evening he was cold and hungry, hiding under a bridge. Suddenly, he saw a familiar face. It was the poor man he had refused to help years ago. The poor man now had a small but successful business. Recognizing the young man, the poor man walked up to him. The poor man took the young man to his home, gave him food and a place to stay. He began working at the poor man's shop, starting with small tasks. With the poor man's kindness and guidance, he learned the value of hard work, humility, and compassion. As months passed, the young man changed. He reconnected with his family, asking for their forgiveness. His mother and sister welcomed him back, happy to see him change. One day, while cleaning the shop, the young man found an old photo of the poor man with a young woman and a child. Recognizing the woman, he felt guilty and sad. The poor man noticed him holding the photo and shared his story. "She was my sister," the poor man said. "She passed away after a long illness. Her son, my nephew, is my only family now. Your indifference hurt me deeply, but I believe in second chances. I hoped you'd find yours." The young man was shocked. The man he once rejected was not just a stranger but someone connected to his life. This made him more determined to do better. The young man continued working hard, helping the poor man grow the business. He also became an advocate for helping others, using his story to inspire change. Through his journey he learned important lessons. Compassion over wealth. True wealth is in showing kindness to others, not in material things. Humility and hard work. Success comes from hard work and humility, not from exploiting others. Family and relationships. Value and support your family and loved ones. They are your true wealth. The young man's fall was the start of his transformation, leading him to a life of purpose and meaning. He found redemption not in regaining his wealth, but in the richness of human connection and helping others. Moral lesson of the story. No matter how high you rise, never forget the people around you, especially those who need your help. Life can humble the proud and lift up the humble. True wealth is measured not by what you have, but by what you give.